Okay, how we gonna do this? The stream is live.
Okay. Um. I okay. Anyways, sorry. I thought she was gonna play the introduction video, but never mind because I forgot. We didn't make one yet.
No, but
We
next time
gonna work on it.
we gonna work on it.
We gonna work on it. We gonna work on it. Okay. So I guess we can just kind of introduce ourselves. Our names and stuff, and then I will talk about the group a little bit, and you talk about your experience in the group a little bit, and then we'll get to our questions.
Okay, so
Okay.
you want me to go first?
Go ahead.
Okay, so my name is Bradaysha Blaylock. That's BRADAYSHA, aka Blaylock. I'm 5, and my experience with the group is amazing. It's fulfilling. It's sisterhood. It's literally like a sister thing. Like we have our ups and downs. We are locked in for sure. So that's my experience.
For sure. I'm Dajane. I am the founder of the group. I created it. It is a women's empowerment group, I guess. I don't want to say I guess. It is a women empowerment group, a Christian group. We are rooted in God. That will always stay the same. That never changes. I think what separates us from like our regular group chat is that we don't just text good morning and then like we're not talking again till tomorrow. We praying together, we're fasting together, we laughing, we talking, we crying, holding each other accountable. Um, we do a little bit of everything. We got Bible study every night. We're in 30 days of worship right now. We fast together. Like I said, it's different, when you have sisters who walk the same as you, because trying to have unsaved friends and be saved, you can have them, but sometimes they don't understand you need to go in prayer sometimes. Sometimes they don't understand that you need to talk to God sometimes, you don't really need a friend at the moment. And so sometimes people don't understand that when they don't walk the same life as you. So I feel as though when you have that, it's different. It's a better support for you. It'll keep you on the straight path for sure. You know what I'm saying? When you have friends who don't walk with God with you, sometimes they'll go on a different path because they don't see the path that God has. So, they'll have you doing other things that you're not supposed to be doing. So, um, yes, that is why we created our group. So if you ever want to join, we are welcoming. We love on each other. We're always there.
We do. So like
Yeah, we're very open. We're very welcome.
we,
We're chill though. One thing I will say is a lot of us are still getting to know ourselves. We're still getting to know this walk. We're still new to it. So this ain't your perfect Christian type of group. You're gonna see some sins in here, some stuff, but that's because we're being open and honest with God and allowing him to work on us and doing it together and being strong and knowing where we are, in life and not trying to pretend to be this perfect Christian who don't mess up. You know what I'm saying?
and I feel
Not
like
pre-
for the girls group for me, like not everybody does this, but like I share pretty much my life with these girls. And they see a little bit of everything. We're all around, we got Dajane, the other girls, they're like from Florida, Cali,
yeah, I think we got Florida, we got Cali, we got
Texas. So
Texas, Mississippi, Jersey.
so they see like my life. So I just feel like um this is not perfect Christian thing. Like that's not how we describe our group. Our group is to support each other, walk with each other, and pray together, and literally be there for one another.
Literally, that's literally what we do. That's why, like, a lady wanted to join. She had messaged me and she was like, "I'm 46. Am I too old?" And I'm like, "No, you're not too old. But I'm gonna let you know, though. Some of these girls, this is their first time praying. This is their first time fasting. All these things are new to them. Hey, Jess. Um, but this is new to them. So if you're coming in expecting a perfect saint, a perfect Christian, This not the group for you. If you coming in to be judgmental, this is not the group for you because some of us, you might hear a cuss word slip out. You might hear, you know what I'm saying? Like, but it's also, it's not to just say that we're doing whatever and we don't care, but we also know that we're not perfect. You know, some things we're still working on. That's why I said we hold each other accountable, you know? Like, if one of our sisters ain't doing right, you know, we gonna say something and God got to do the rest. You know, we can't take away the sin from somebody, but we can hold each other accountable and, you know, bring knowledge to what's right and what's wrong. You know what I'm saying?
And then we got different versions. Like, okay, Dhajshanaye, she's more straightforward and like she'll be like,
Yeah.
here's the word. Me, I'm more like, well, why did you feel that way? I'm more of your counselor.
Yeah,
But
you more like the talk it through, and I'm more just the direct. You know, we got Jazz. She's pretty playful. When it comes to the Bible, though, that my girl serious. She don't play. But
right,
you know, she's like, you know, we have it's a lot of different personalities in it. You know, we have some quiet, silent killers. We got some loud ones. We got some Bradacious, the playful one, which is another reason I'm so glad she decided to do the podcast with me because we kind of I feel like our personalities balance each other out. Like she's always playful, always, and I'm always like I don't want to say always kind of mellow tone, but we can be crazy together. And then there's times where I'm just like straightforward. I'm just like, it is what it is, you know?
mhm.
You
That's
know, and we hold each other accountable. You know, she's been very receptive to any feedback I've given her, anything we've talked about, you know, even if it wasn't necessarily what she wanted to hear. It's never been, you know, her feeling like I'm just judging her or anything. We'll sit on the phone for hours. Like the first day she joined the group, I think we was on the phone for like 2 hours. Like we was besties or something. Like we've been to each other.
right. In spirit,
So
we do though.
yeah, so it's definitely been, you know, she's been my sister girl since literally since she joined. So I'm definitely glad that you decided to do it with me. I feel like our personalities together will bring a lot of light in and we decided to do a podcast just to kind of have like a outside looking in because we don't want you to commit to our group chat and you're not ready. You know what I'm saying? We don't force anybody to be ready. We can help you become ready, but I can't force you to want to do it. I can't force you to, you know, because this walk with God is a hands-on thing. It's an everyday thing, you know. We fall every day, so we definitely got to stay prayed up every day. We got to be reading that Bible every day. You know what I'm saying? Because other than that, you gonna get caught in habits you don't want to.
Right.
You know, you don't want to feel condemned for messing up, and then you feel like you stuck and you can't change. But when you have that hands-on group and the people that want to talk to you every day and keep up with you, you know, it's easier to progress. You know,
It is a
it's
easy progress for me because like I want to change. I want my lifestyle to change, and I like pretty much sin every day. So what I do, I'm not saying it's okay to sin or nothing like that or anything like that, but basically with me sinning, I also be in my word every day with my girls. I pray,
mhm,
I fast with them, I do everything with them when it come down to Christ, and also by myself, like with my own lifestyle too. But that
mhm.
brings a lot of spiritual growth um with this girls group. It's very hands on. Like if you ADHD and if you cannot stay focused on what's important in the world, this is the group for you.
Do you hear me? Because listen, we be on it. We always got something going on. Like I said, you know, in the morning, the girls are sending good mornings. If you got prayer requests, there's always somebody ready to pray. Um, we have Bible studies. We got worship for 30 days, which is just about over. We got a few more days, but if the girls want to keep it, they like that. You know, we can keep that going. We have Bible study every night. We just put Jazz over that. So she has started. So grateful for her and everybody who's decided to step up and help out is so such a blessing. Um, but she's over our Bible study. Chi Marie is over our worship sessions. Me and Bradaysha, we have the podcast. I kind of run the background stuff, you know, keeping the rules and all that great stuff. But the girls, they show up and they show out, so I don't have to do it alone.
Yeah.
And I love each and every one of them. Each and every one of them. We all have, I love them for all different reasons. But I love everybody because you're supposed to. But I truly love them. Like there's not one of them that could go missing and I don't, you know, realize or see or, you know, when something's going on with one of them. Like I truly do love each and every one of them. They are my girls. I would stop, drop, and roll if needed, but y'all know to call me. I always say that.
And then same thing, like me and Jasmine was just talking about that last night. Like we don't care. Like I said, we have our ups and downs. We will argue each other down. We do love each other. Like that's it's genuine love, is real love in here. So, and also I am going to be having a book coming out soon, real soon. It's some real explicit stuff, y'all. So stay tuned for that. It will be published
Yes.
next year of 2027. Yeah, 2027. So y'all stay tuned for that.
I'm so excited. We definitely want to push everything, anything our girls. That's why I said we empower each other. You know, it's not just a one man show. You know, we definitely like anybody and everybody that has something going on. We're always trying to. Thank you, brother. We're always trying to encourage each other, push each other because you know strangers are going to support you easily, but when you have real sisters that really care, like it's not just the oh, you know, you come and be in our group chat, but we're sisters. You know, we say that. No, no, no. I literally mean we're sisters. Like we will call each other. You know, somebody understands something in the Bible, we breaking it down to the T. Like we calling each other, we checking on each other all day. If you go missing, we own it. Like real sisters, you know, not just the typical, oh, I'm in a group chat with some girls. No. Doesn't work like that. We're gonna be reaching out, blowing your phone up, we don't talk to you. Love my sisters in Christ, and we love you more. But we're gonna get into these interview questions because we actually have worship. You know, we have other duties we have to pertain to as well. Um, but
So
we decided for our first episode we're gonna do 21 questions just so y'all can kind of get to know us. You know, our personality, some of our thoughts, and then you know next week we'll get into the real tea of whatever we decide for next week. And we're gonna have an introduction video next week. But this week I just thought we you know introduce ourselves. You know, kind of give off our vibe, our personality. You know what I'm saying? And our viewpoints on some stuff. So let me get them out, y'all. I gotta use my sister phone because
I got
I
the
needed the. Huh?
questions on my iPad right here.
I was gonna say I got them too.
Oh, okay.
If you want to, we could just go back and forth reading one.
Okay, I can just read the first one.
Okay.
And you can answer this one. So it says, when did your relationship with God become real for you? Not just
Mm.
talk.
Oh, okay. So just, I really just gave my life to God. Now, okay, so I was born and raised in church. Always been in church my whole entire life. Walking with God and not like I've always been in church. So that was never that's not new to me. But giving my life to Christ for myself, like not just going because my mom made me go to church on Sundays, was in December 27th, probably to be exact. I went to jail and I just told God like I was done, you know, like I was like that was my final straw. Like I was just ready to change my life. I didn't want to be the old person no more. I'm like, you know, I done tried everything. Like, and I'm miserable. Like at that time in my life, I felt trapped mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. And I was just like, you running out of all options. You know, every way you like you trying to run from what you're supposed to be doing. And every way not working. You know what I'm saying? So it was finally like, you know what? Give it a try. Like I always tell the girls, try God. You know, what's the worst that can come from it? If you didn't ran out of options A through Y, what Z, you know, it should be our option A. But for some of us, we do make our last resort. I'm gonna be honest. Um, and so I feel like that was my Z, and it was like you already tried all these other options. You running, why not try the option that you keep running from? It might work. Try it. You know, anything, even with life, naturally, I always tell people try it. Nothing can hurt from it. You know what I'm saying? You either gonna learn a lesson or it's gonna work out. To me, and that's how I look at life. It's the option A or B. Pick one, and you got to just live with the option you chose. And I chose God, and it's been wonderful. Now I can't say every day is sunshine and rainbows. You have to be dealing with spiritual attacks, natural attacks, but it has been the overall peace that I've been looking for. Like I'm still coping with life versus when I was not. You know what I'm saying? I've still been able to keep a roof over my head. Like God has provided, you know what I'm saying? Versus if I wasn't walking with him, I'd be having to figure it out on my own. A lot of times now I don't. And even like I didn't have friends, a lot of friends before I walked with God. Now I have a whole group chat. You know what I'm saying? So life has definitely changed for the better and I'm glad I did. You know, like some days I can't lie, I still be missing old stuff, but that's just the devil trying to tempt me to go back. That's all. Cause it really probably wasn't even fun for him. Like if I went back and went to go hang out with some of the old people I hung out, I'd probably be so irritated right now. Like I'd be like, take me back. God, I don't want God, give me back, please. So yeah, that
Every day. I ain't gonna lie to you, but
yes, for real. Okay, let's see. What's one moment where you felt God carried you through something you couldn't handle?
oh, I didn't answer the first question.
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
Okay, so for me, y'all, I always been spiritual. Like I always been a spiritual person. dabbling pretty much with anything that's as well. Because I also went through a traumatic experience, dibbling and dabbling with everything, but that's another story. So when I found God, I went to jail also this year. So when I found God, my breaking point was actually that point. Now I have been putting myself more involved with God for the last 3 to 4 years now. But me being dedicated and me wanting to have the desire to, has been this year when I went to jail. That was the like final straw. Like I'm like, no, I don't want that life. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that Jill did it, huh? I know. I was in there like, God, listen, if you get me out and don't post my mugshot, please.
I know that.
I was ready to go. Okay, next up. What's one moment where you felt God carried you through something you couldn't handle? That might go with your first one, but if not, then
Okay. Um. Man. Honestly, if I'm being completely honest, I thought I wouldn't be able to make it in this life. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to make it 25 years. I know that sounds so narrow, but I've been through so much.
girl, that's facts. There's people who don't make it to 18.
Right?
7. So
I'm just gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna get too deep into it. But if I was 25, I couldn't see it, honestly.
yeah, and then but that's real though. There's and not even like not even talking about just sitting and walking with God. There's babies who don't make it to that age. You know what I'm saying? Like it's literally just a blessing to go
Well,
to the store and come back home. Like so making it to 25, yes, that is a huge thing. You know what I'm saying? And to make it
almost
in want to
car
walk with God. You know?
car wrecks, almost died. Like just little stuff. Like 25 is a blessing. So
It is. Every age is a blessing.
ages,
Listen.
thank God.
Yeah. For me, what is one moment you felt God carried you through something you couldn't handle? Um Ooh, y'all, I have to be so transparent, and this is so crazy because this is hard for me, but it's okay. Um, I okay, so maybe was it last year? I don't think it was last year. I think it was the year before that. Maybe one of this years, last year or the year before that. So my kids got taken away from me because my little baby has a brain disorder, and so he was like very very small when he was born. He was only 4 pounds, and I kept telling him like something's wrong. Like at 4 months, he was only still 5 pounds, and then, he was eating like, but then he just got real sick. He just kept getting like every sickness there was, and he didn't want to eat. We had to do like a feeding tube. Like there was just so much going on with him. Like we lived in the hospital. My sister kept my other son. But I'm steady telling him like, there's something wrong. Like there's no way he's this small. You know what I'm saying? Um, and even in my pregnancy I had issues, but they wasn't trying to hear that, and they were so busy focused on me. And I feel like a lot of people don't know that when you're young and you're a parent, they go for your kids. First of all, the state gets paid off your kids. Second of all, they they feel like it's easier to manipulate young moms because a lot of young people don't have a lot of support. So they felt like they tried that with me, and it worked for a little bit. um because I lost them, just do they said failure to die because he was so small. But that was something God really had to carry me through, because if you know me, I don't play about my kids. Them are my babies. Like they could be with my mom or my sister. I'm calling all day, every day. I'm FaceTiming. I want to see before they go to bed. I need to see them. You know what I'm saying? And those are trusted people. So that would just show you how much I don't play about them. Like they at daycare, I'm texting, send me a picture. You know what I'm saying? I'm always like on top of it about my kids. They're spoiled to the T. They're loved. So them being gone, it really threw me for a loop. Like I remember calling my mom, and I just lost it on the phone. Like, and she came down there and she stayed with me for like 2 months, 3 months, four. I think it was about almost the whole 4 months. She stayed with me. But although she was there, God had to carry me through that situation. Like going to court all them times, and not getting them back, and them being in foster care, and them having to do visits, and they would come skin messed up, hair not done, like just dirty, just and me, I'd be ready to go from 0 to 100 real quick about my kids. Like that is something that would make me spaz. Like now, I want to find you. I want to know, and I want to kidnap them, and we finna go run. You know what I'm saying? So it was a hard thing. Like God really had to keep my temper, like my mental, because there were so many times we seen a foster parent, like just picking them up, or people would tell me they seen them at the store or something, and me, I'm on it. We could go kidnap my kids back and go. But God really had to like keep me like, sane, like in that house by myself, all their clothes is still there, all their toys is still there, the pictures in the house. Like it was just a lot. Um, it was a hard thing to go through. And still to this day, like I feel like a lot of it is still that's why I am the way I am with them. Like I'm so protective of them. I'm always talking to them. I'm always telling them I love them. I'm always giving them pretty much whatever they want. Because I feel like I have like it's like I owe them, even though I didn't do it. It's not like I messed up or anything. There's nothing I could have done to change that situation, but I still just feel like I owe it to them. And a lot of times people don't take kids' trauma into seriousness. You know what I'm saying? They think, oh, because they was a few months old or a year old, that it doesn't affect them. But I think it does. Like I feel like I see it in my son a lot. So that's something he's still carrying me through. Let me be honest. Like I still battle with that. Like so, yeah, that's my answer.
Yeah, this girl that I was working with, she was just how she lost her baby at 3 weeks years old. She was at the baby's it was sad. Like I even broke tears with her.
Yeah, grandma almost cried here. Y'all know I be trying not to cry, but for real, like that is something I still battle. And they've been home.
I didn't know that you had a third baby.
No, I'm saying my two.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it just, yeah, it is a hard thing that I still battle. Like I said, even though they've been home, been home, it's just a hard thing to deal with because sometimes you still blame yourself even though you ain't do nothing wrong.
Yeah, mama saying the same thing. Like I'm like, Mama, it's not your fault.
You know,
Feeling convicted. I'm just like,
did
I,
you answer question two or did I answer it?
what question was it?
What's one moment where you felt? Oh, you did answer that.
How? Yeah, no, I already answered that.
Okay. Are you? Did you ask that one or I did? Y'all, I'm so sorry.
Okay, we on question 3.
Okay.
How do you keep your faith strong when life gets overwhelming or confusing? I'll answer this first.
Okay.
So for me, I always been like a joyful, happy person. Natural,
Mhm.
it's a natural thing. So I always maybe because I'm a little delusional, like thinking something happened, like something good gonna happen, something good, greater gonna happen, because it always does for me.
Mhm.
No matter how the story look, no matter it's either a greater lesson or a bigger blessing. Like it never fails. It's a pattern. It's the same thing, and I feel like it's the way you put your mind. It's a mindset.
Mhm.
So I feel like my faith comes with my brain, my mind, my thoughts, my thought pattern, my blessings, and that's how I get my blessings. I put whatever I think, and I act upon it. I put what was out there, and I get it back. So my faith stays strong because I do believe in something. I do believe in higher power. So yeah,
Yeah, I feel like. Well, let's see. I definitely agree with you that it is a mindset. A lot of people don't. It's an optimist. That's what it's called. It's optimistic mindset. A lot of people don't understand that. You have to believe in something. You have to believe that there is something for you. If you don't ever believe that you can have better, you will never have better. You will be, and it's not to say that it won't come, but you won't even know that that is your better because you don't believe that you know what I'm saying? Everything is going to be down to you. Everything's going to be, well, what's next? What's coming? So it's definitely a good thing to have an optimistic mindset that definitely keeps your faith strong. You know what I'm saying? It's a good thing. I never thought about it like that, but how do I keep my faith strong when life gets overwhelming or confusing? Ooh.
day and night.
Um, Music. If I'm being simple, very much music. When I'm going through something, music becomes my all-time favorite. It's in my ears as loud as it possibly can be. Um, Praying, um, And I don't mean praying like on my knees, screaming, crying. I mean literally just talking to God, like, God, I'm not feeling it. I can't do this right now. I need you to send me a sign. I need you to fix something, turn the heat down, because this not it right now. And if it's something I'm supposed to be seeing or doing in this lesson, I need you to let me know. I don't leave me sitting here confused. um, but that's really how I get through life. Like if I'm overwhelmed, and I get overstimulated very, very fast all the time. So sometimes I just have to stop. Sometimes I just have to ground myself simply. I literally will look up at the sky, or like a lot of the times, if y'all see me looking away and not looking at you, like if we're on the podcast, if we're on video chat, if I'm in the, like sometimes I'm literally just staring at the window. That's just me like calming myself down. That's just me looking at God. I don't know why I always think if I look out the window, God just going, I don't know. I feel like all my signs come from just looking at the sky or looking at whatever his creation, you
It's
know? Um,
creative.
it's very grounding for me. I love looking at trees. I love looking at the sky. Um, and it's still like most of the time the trees they blow, you know what I'm saying? But it's still a stillness. It's still the sky is still still. And so it just brings me into a still place like, okay, God, I'm looking to you and I need you to show me. You
Right.
gonna have to do it.
I find
I ain't gonna trip, but you gonna have to do something so I don't be tripping.
mhm.
And that's what it be for me. It be simple. I don't do nothing extra special because I still panic. I still be going through it. I just sometimes you gotta sit and let it go, you know? You gotta let life sometimes.
And the way I let things go now, okay, so like I would literally touch butt to grass, hands and arms around the tree, and literally just breathe and breathe out. Like it does something to you. Like it's like a, like the little veins that come out the tree.
Yes, I think we should learn to appreciate the creation that God has given us more. Like we walk outside and you really don't even admire certain things anymore because you're just so used to it being the world. But I don't think you really take the time to appreciate the things you have. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like God literally gave us the whole world with everything we needed in it. Um, and so yes, I love being out. Like I used to hate being outside. Now I love being outside. I don't really like the sun. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not really a big sun person. I like nighttime. Like if I could stay outside all night, I would do that. But I do. I love the trees. I love being outside. Me, my nephews, and my sons was outside last night playing with water guns. Drawing chalk. Like I just and I'm always barefoot. Hate shoes. Like
Uh,
I just love feeling the ground. I love being connected to what God created. Thank you, sissy. So yes, I definitely think that is word of advice. So I think y'all should really connect and tap into the creation that God has given. Appreciate it. Like it's so beautiful. There's so many different trees. There's so many different birds. Like if you're not an animal person, I mean, you probably wouldn't care. But still, just to know that God created all these things, like for us to enjoy. Find there should be something on this earth that's not materialistic
it's
that you like.
it's nothing on this earth that's just completely miserable. We're not in hell, y'all.
Yes, that's why I said like I don't understand why people are like I don't like outside. So nothing about outside is beautiful. Like nothing to you, nothing. That is crazy.
Go out, go play
Yeah,
it's outside. Go put it on the trees or something. Like
even the sunlight it makes you feel better. Like if you've ever been down and depressed and you've been in like a dark room or something, if you go outside and get some sunlight, you just be feeling yourself like happy all of a sudden or just smiling. Um,
it's therapeutic.
it is. It's very therapeutic, and you should try it sometime if you have not. Um,
We're
what's it
on.
for? What's a Bible verse that hits different for you right now and why?
Let me look, cause
I think
I wrote this one down.
um I really think I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me because I really feel like I really do try to live my everyday life with God. Like anything, I'm always asking God what to do. And if He tells me to do it, I know I can do it. It might be hard, it might come with something, but I know that I can do it. Like, And that's why it's so important to walk with him, because if you're doing stuff without him, you don't know what you could do. You know what I'm saying? You might go and do the wrong thing that you're not even supposed to be doing. But if you walk with him, you're going to know you always have somebody going before you. God will always go before you when you're in alignment with him. So therefore it's like, okay, just like now I just packed up and moved to a whole city in 3 days. It's like people, everybody been like, you did what? That's blah, blah, blah. Like, and it's like, God told me, yes, there's nothing I need to worry about. There's nothing I need to fear. He's not going to tell me yes to something and not make the room or open the doors for it. He's not going to, just throw me out in the woods and be like, figure it out. So if like all things through, I can do all things through Christ that strengthens me. As long as it is God led, I'm gonna do it. I don't care what it is. Like the group chat, that was a big step for me. A lot of people don't know that, but it was. If you're in the girls group chat, it was a big step. But if you're not, then that was a huge step for me. But I knew I could do it because God gave it to me. So that's probably my scripture that I try to live by. It's probably one of my favorites. And I just think about that all the time when I be like, okay, God. Like when he told me I could go, I'm like, all right, we gotta get this stuff done in 3 days. I gotta go. Um, and you got to tell me what to do when I get there. And now I'm here. So that's mine. What's yours, sis?
Hey, mine's is be strong, courage. The Lord your God will be with you wherever you go. And the reason why I feel that way is because I'm always reminded that God is with me no matter what. And I feel like no matter how I feel, like my feelings can get me all corrupt and stuff. Like
Mm-hmm.
God is with me. He always reminded me. So I feel like you're not too far from God. It don't matter who you are, what you do, you're not too far for him to come back home. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I thank him every day for another day for giving me a chance to be.
Yes, because every day you wake up is another chance he gave you to do right. And I think that is why like I stress so much about, participation in our girls group is it's like I said, it's not for me because I don't get no satisfaction out of nothing that happens. Everything is for God. You know what I'm saying? It's because I don't want to see none of my sisters not make it in with me. You know what I'm saying? But you wake up every day. I feel like and sometimes we take God's grace for granted. Like you got another chance to do right and you just want to keep doing wrong intentionally. Like it's different when you're striving to do right and you mess up. That's different. But to intentionally wake up and be like,
And
I'm
don't say,
just I'm gonna do the opposite. God want me to live right. I'm gonna do the opposite just because that's what I want to do. Like it really kills me because I'm just like at some point, that grace is gonna run out. And you're not gonna have another chance. So every day, like I said, I know that we mess up and it's okay. But every day I wake up, my goal is to be better than I was yesterday. That might not happen, but it is my ultimate goal to wake up and do better than I did yesterday.
I just feel like we got to stick with gratitude every time because each and every one of us on what we believe and stuff like that, we will be judged. We will be before judgment. So we
Hmm.
our life like it's our last days. We got to be mindful about those things. So
Even in having fun, like live life like it's like don't just think that just because you walk with God you cannot have fun. Enjoy life because you don't never know when your last day is. You know what I'm saying? Like go outside, learn something new. Like talk to God more than you did yesterday. Read the Bible more than you did yesterday. Um, Ask him, God, what can I do to have fun? Like, what do I consider? God knows all and sees all. So even things you don't know about yourself, you could ask him. Like, have you ever tried asking him something about yourself you don't know? Like, if you're a person who just never gets out and always hears, be like, God, what can I do to have fun? And if you listen and let him give you an answer, I guarantee you go do what he said, you're gonna have fun. Like, you know, I don't think people think about that. Like, there's so many things that we don't think about on a daily basis. Sorry, guys. When it comes to God, um, but yeah, like that's what I want y'all to do. I want y'all to test that out. Ask God something you don't know about yourself, and see if He gives you an answer.
yeah,
I think that's interesting. Um,
we found out something together as sisters. Like we asked God about His favorite color,
mm-hmm.
and we
And we learned very quickly what his favorite, and it's just okay. We was actually randomly just talking about it. one day. Like we wonder what God, and then we happened to just been reading the Bible, and I think it was like a week or two later, maybe we ended up reading the Bible, and one of the scriptures we had came across was God's favorite colors, and so we was like, "Ain't that crazy, y'all? We was just talking about this like a week or two ago."
Like
Like
he
that's
stuff, like what he like and everything.
mm-hmm.
Like
That's
that,
what I said. Like God will answer. You just have to give him time to respond, and it may not always be the way that you want him to respond.
I agree, Doctor.
So yeah. Um,
Does it okay.
can we skip to number 6?
Yeah, what is this question? Do you think I have that you from something you want? Okay, yeah, let's skip this. What made you feel comfortable enough to be part of this group? Okay, so for me, I don't know what what MySpace I was in one night. I wasn't in a bad MySpace or nothing like that. I wasn't in nothing too crazy. But I think I start isolating myself.
Mm-hmm.
The problem, I couldn't isolate myself, but then again, I have friends like people I talk to. I think I got one good friend, y'all, that I talk to outside of the girls group chat. And but we're not on the, same page. So I
Mm-hmm.
looked up on TikTok a girls group. You can find anything on TikTok. I found free movie.
Everything.
I found a free movie app on TikTok. I found the girls group on TikTok. I found all kinds of stuff. I've learned a lot on TikTok, so that's pretty much what I did, y'all. I just found the girls group that I can relate to and stuff. So
Yes, she did actually text me off. She had commented on my post. I posted something on TikTok. I try to do it every day. Um, I don't really know if I can answer this question because I started it. But what made you feel comfortable enough to be in part of this group? I will answer what made me feel comfortable enough to open up in this group because I can't answer it that way. Um, what made me comfortable, I don't want to say it even made me comfortable. What made me open up was the simple fact that I can't tell these girls to women, I'm sorry if you take offense to that. I can't tell these women to open up and be vulnerable and be honest with God if I can't do it. It's not fair for these women to be telling me their stories and their sins and their past and where they're at with God, and I'm trying to be there as a sister, and I'm still in a, oh, I don't want to talk about it, or oh, I don't talk to people, or nothing of that. So like I can't get my own healing, you know what I'm saying? And it's not just I created the group, I'm the leader. It's we all lead together. Some girl, like I said, we have a girl who leads Bible study, we have a lady who leads worship, we have me and Bradaysha, we're doing a podcast. Like we all lead together. We all have our individual roles, and that what makes up our group chat. Some of us are better at praying. Some of us are better at singing. Some of us are good at art. Like some of us are entrepreneurs. Some of us um are good at advice. Some of us are good at listening. Like we all make up the group, and it's been an awesome vibe. We haven't had too much craziness. When we say we have our downs are just like they're not what y'all thinking. Like not downs. We don't argue. We
we
argue about the Bible. We argue about like laughing and talking and stuff like that. But um, we don't really have downs like that. The atmosphere is beautiful. Um,
it's amazing. It's holy,
yeah, it's very holy. It's very pure. It's very genuine. You're not gonna get in it for like somebody's being fake or phony with you. It's very genuine. So
and we
when
are
you have, go
trip.
ahead.
Are planning a. I'm sorry to interrupt. We are planning a girls trip, so I'm not trying to like hype it up with the trip or nothing. But this is more so your like mainly sorority, like people that's been here since day one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's why I said like it's just I guess that's what makes it so comfortable and easy to open up to these girls is because it's such a the atmosphere is such a place of genuineness and pure and holy. As long as it's holy, it's always gonna be right. But none of these girls are about a show, like, oh, let me pretend to be perfect, or oh, let me say I pray the most, or oh, let me say I read. Someone's about, oh, y'all, I did not read the Bible today, or oh, y'all, wow, almost like we just are very honest and humble about the lifestyle that we live. We're all striving for the same thing, but we all know we mess up, and we just be like, okay, sis, now you need to get it together. Like we could be like, y'all, I messed up today,
We support
and
each.
everybody's just like, okay, well, you know what? Don't do that no more. You know what I'm saying? So I guess that's what made it so easy and so comfortable.
And conviction to for us, like the way we like convict each other, or like what's the better word? I'm sorry, I can't.
Conviction is the word.
Okay, see, my convictions come off more like sweet and nice and like
Yes. Bradaysha is
Dhajshanaye.
very nice.
Dhajshanaye
I'm
is
very
more
direct.
direct, and sometimes
I'd be
people
like, sis, we don't do that. And we'll laugh it off. And it's not like I'm being mean or anything. It's simply me holding you accountable because I don't, like you said, like we just said, gotta live every day like it's our last. I don't want my good sis to be doing something and I don't say nothing. I'm just as accountable because I knew she was doing something. So I'd be like, sis, all right now, come on, we gotta get back together. You didn't came too far. We can't let you go. You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't be real sisters or real women of God if we let each other just do whatever. So our conviction is never at
don't,
a place of mean.
we
That's
don't
why Bradasha's more nice and I'm just more direct. But
like
she be saying the same thing I'm saying. She just has a softer, lighter tone than I have. So that's
but
all.
though. Like she my sister from another mother, literally.
Exactly.
Like we're so much alike, it's ridiculous.
Literally. That's why I felt like our podcast would be perfect because we literally have the same exact personality. Sometimes she's a bit nicer than I am, like,
But
but also she has a softer voice than I do. So of course it always comes off nicer. But I really feel like we're the same exact personality.
we are.
Like,
And I'm like, yeah,
um,
that's my sister, my twin.
what does safe sisterhood mean to you personally?
Okay. Um, it's like I said, I'm gonna describe it in like two words, three.
Hmm.
Um, holy, uncomfortable, and safe.
Oh, that's cute. That's cute, Tris. That's cute. I like that. Mine's if I had to do 3 words, okay, we could go that way. It'd be genuine, because you need a sense of genuineness. You don't want people who are around because they say you're supposed to walk with God, so you're supposed to let her. No, you want somebody who really cares about you as a person, because you're gonna deal with so many other people in the world who don't. You don't know if they love you, know if they care about you, what their intentions are. But as your sisters, you should always know their intentions. You should always know that they're coming from, because, like she said, we convict each other, and you have to know that a person is genuine enough that they're not judging you. They're
Just
just telling you you're doing wrong, or genuine enough to say, when I'm proud of you, I mean that I'm proud of you. When I say I love you, that means I actually love you. I'm not just saying it just to throw it out there. So that's a big one. And love, because I feel like so many people go through this world without feeling love. So many people feel unappreciated. So many people are looking for that. And so when you have sisters, although we want it from specific and certain people, when you learn to love yourself and you have a group of people and God that love you, I feel like it doesn't matter anymore who doesn't. Whether it's a man, a woman, whoever you are, um, it doesn't matter. Because it's like I have a certain people who love me and that's okay. You know what I'm saying? And love is the main thing Jesus wanted us to do. He literally said that was one of.
so overwhelmingly beautiful. Like if y'all
Yeah.
see the love of God, like even amongst ourselves, y'all, like it's so beautiful. Like so like
Yes, like it's
oh
just it's
like it's so like oh my gosh, it's better than any love. Like
yes.
the
Like
like when the presence of God is there with overwhelming love and you just feel tears. It's just so beautiful, y'all. So
exactly. So that's why I said like genuine love and um those would be my top two, because of course God is always in the midst. Like I said, if God ever does not become the center of our group chat or the center of my life, period, I don't want it. Nothing that doesn't have God in the center, I don't want it. So that would be mine. But we're gonna run a commercial and then we'll come back.
yeah, cause my phone about that I get my phone set up.
Hmm.
But yeah, we'll be back.
What's up, everyone? I know.
Can you hear me, Dr. J?
The bills got to be paid. But I'm coming here to announce to you all, guess what? The Kingdom Boss devotional has finally been released.
Let me
Yes, it's
go
been out
get
for a
my
little
phone
bit,
charger.
but we're just now really promoting it. If you want to get it, go over to the linktree.com and look up under under James H. Glover Network under Link Stream and look up Kingdom Boss Devotional, and you can get this devotional for $9.99. After you purchase the devotional, it will ask you for your access code. You can email me at jameshgloverstudios@gmail.com, or you can email me at j23glover@gmail.com, or you can reach out to me directly and we can link you to where you need to get that book. I promise you, you will not regret it. It is going to be a 30-day devotional that is going to help your life. So, you all, let's get to this next commercial, all right? God bless y'all. Yeah, I know. You don't want to see my face right now, but guess what? You got to. It's commercial break. We got bills we got to pay, y'all. So we appreciate you. Yes, you, the one watching this video right now, for rocking with us. Whether you watching Will Talk Monday, whether it's Dating While Anointed, whether it's Walking in Kingdom Destiny, whether it's Kingdom Boss Mindset, whether it's Prosperity Blueprint, or whether it's even Breaking Up with Toxicity, whatever it is, we appreciate you for rocking with us. And if you haven't already, I need y'all to like, share, and subscribe. Subscribing is free, y'all. I need y'all to do that. Come on. Let's get these subscribers up over here on YouTube, y'all, so that we can continue to release great
Can you hear me,
content
Dhajshanaye?
like this, all right? And if you would like to be a sponsor of the network, you can always email me at jameshgloverstudios@gmail.com, and we will definitely get back to you, all right? God bless you all. Peace. Now, back to the show.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, can you hear me?
Mm-mm.
Oh, and hold on.
But she said, I have went to my sisters in the group with a lot of different
Can
sisters,
you hear me?
especially with some. I can hear you.
Okay.
Some women that I have had in my life. So I thank God for this group. Exactly. And I love when y'all share y'all testimonies about that group because I feel like that would help a lot more women come in. You know what I'm saying? They know what to get themselves. So I think remember I was talking about that recruitment video? Sorry, side note. For our recruitment video, I think I'm gonna do an interview with each one of y'all. And I'm gonna post like the different interviews we do.
Mm-hmm.
Just to kind of get y'all opinions because I mean I can promote it, but to hear the testimonials of the group, you know what I'm saying? I think that'd be an
Yes.
awesome way to get some more girls in.
And I'm going
But
to post it on all platforms.
yes. So we're gonna give back. Did you see what I said about top 10?
You said, oh, we're going all the way to 10 questions?
Yeah, just we're just gonna finish 8, 9, and 10, and then we'll do part 2 next week.
Okay.
Just so we can still do worship.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So we on 8.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What's something you've learned about yourself since joining this group?
This group has taught me patience. I usually deal with anger, y'all. I may be so sweet, so blah, 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 but I have a anger problem. Like anything can piss me off. Like it's nothing to piss me off. But these girls, they have taught me patience. Like there's different personalities, there's different opinions, and those things trigger some stuff in me. And I feel like it has taught me patience. It has taught me to be redirective to certain situations because I know the place of heart that they coming from. You know what I'm saying? So And it's a whole group of girls. Come on now, girls and girls on girls. Like that is not.
Um, I think I've learned communication. Um, I've learned a few things. Opening up, just being more vulnerable. Um, I've learned that there's a lot of things that I'm still healing from. That I thought I suppressed, or not only that I thought I was healed from, but I learned that I actually am not. Um, I've learned my purpose, I think, um, which is to help rebrand the Christianity because so many people make it a aesthetically pleasing thing or something to just throw out there because it's a trending thing. But I feel like our women's group is rebranding Christianity. Like it's not as simple as, oh, I can say I'm a Christian because I woke up and that's what I said, or I just read the Bible today, so I'm a Christian. That does not make you a Christian at all. So I feel like our group is to rebrand and also bring other women in, and the more women come, of course, the more people that you're bringing to Christ. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like I've learned my purpose within this group. I have learned to do more of the gifts and talents and callings that God has given me. Like I never liked public speaking, but sometimes I have to, we meet every Saturday and sometimes I have to speak. Sometimes I have to jump in and let God speak to me because like let's say somebody cancels on me on a Saturday. I have to learn to really get in tune with God and be like, God, okay, what you want me to talk about today? And have to really be able to hear from him and get on that. So I've learned a lot of different things within this group. I've learned balance, um, how to deal with women better. You know, my what's terminology? Terminology is everything. Like I'm so used to just using words and be like, oh, I'm just like that. But one of the girls will correct me like, nope, or you know what I'm saying. So I've learned a lot of different terminology because you speak life. Like your mouth has this. Your what you say is very powerful.
Mhm.
So we've learned a lot of terminology in this group. Things that we shouldn't say that we kind of, they're not cuss words or
We
anything, but
speak life over ourselves, and
exactly. So
we
we've
talk
learned
about
a
real
lot.
problems. We don't we talk about real things like
Yeah. So I've learned a lot of terminology and, just, and it shows in my everyday life by the way that I'm talking, by the way that I'm walking. That's something I love about the girls also is that you see the change from when the first day they came in until today. It might not be, a big change, but it may be just the way they talk. It might be their mindset. It may be the way they handle situations that they tell us about, They're like, y'all be proud of me because I did it, da da da. Or why I just didn't, da, 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 you know what I'm saying? So when you see the change, it's working. God is really in the midst and he's doing something.
and,
Rather, we taking it second by second, day by day, hour by hour.
and we feel convictions. Like another thing that I
Yeah.
learned from this group that I feel that's a blessing when you start feeling conviction for yourself. I'm not talking about like simple accountability. I'm talking about things that's going to be right for your soul. When you
Yeah.
start to feel conviction for yourself, that's one thing I got from this girls group. And it's not because of the ears or nothing like that. It's because I'm really tuning in with the word of God, and God is in the midst of this. It's very powerful. It's very peaceful. And I feel like that's the most biggest blessing that I have got from this group because now I'm not just walking disturbed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not
Mhm.
walking blind or nothing like that. I feel it. You know what I'm saying? And it makes me feel terrible. So, yeah.
And her saying that it is a good thing. I don't want y'all to think like it's there. It is a good thing that she's saying that because if you don't feel conviction, then your heart has been hardened, and God's hand is no longer on you, and you never want that. So to feel conviction, that means you're always in a good place. That means God's still hand is on you. He's, you know what I'm saying. He's still protecting you. You still have the fear of God. Once you don't have the fear of God, you literally have nothing. So it is a good thing that she is still scared. Everybody should be scared. Everybody should be scared to make the wrong move. Everybody should be scared to sin. And it's different when you sin without knowing. But that's why we have incorporated this Bible study every night because we have learned so much. You know what I'm saying? Some of these girls have learned things they never even knew. And so, they're walking around blind. But now their eyes are open, their ears are open, their hearts are open, and they can feel that conviction because now they know. You know what I'm saying? So it's very definitely important to feel that conviction and have sisters who are with you like, all right, now we can't be like, oh, we didn't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, all right, sis, and we brought the receipts. You know what I'm saying? So It's definitely a good thing. What was this one? You wanna read the next one? That's
Okay,
9.
so it says if you had to describe this group in one word.
9.
Oh, how do you think we can grow stronger as a group spiritually and emotionally? That's a good question. Like everything is there, but more could help. I feel like us being like we're together in spirit. So y'all might think this is just us. We're so far apart that we're not connecting. We're connecting. I'm gonna just say that very clear. We're connecting. But I wish that we was together physically and emotionally, as like they're emotionally, because we don't know what's going on behind Sister Dhajshanaye closed doors. We don't know what's going on behind Jasmine closed doors. We don't know what's going on behind T Marie closed doors or Leah closed. We don't know what's going on with our girls. So I wish we was there physically to be with each other. So that's one thing I would like.
Okay. I think for me, let's start with the spiritual part. Spiritually is in general, spiritually and emotionally is participation. And one thing my girls know about me, and that's why they say I'm so direct, is because I'm always pushing participation. They already know they probably gonna hear my mouth about it once a week. Participation. And it's not like I said, I don't ever want anybody to think it's because of me, because like I said, I could care less. I didn't even want to start this group in the first place. It was simply because God gave it to me. Now I love them. Don't take it wrong. I love my girls. I love this group chat. But I'm just letting you know so it never seems like it's for me. I don't care if it's one of us on the call. As long as God gets something out of it, or my girls are getting something out of it. If it's just me and Bradaysha on a call and she has been delivered from something, we didn't pray about something and she feels better, she's learned how to handle a situation better. As long as something comes out of it, I do not care. But the thing is, I don't want any of my sisters left behind. So spiritually, is that is why I asked for participation. And that's what's gonna help us grow stronger, because you have to want better for yourself spiritually. I can teach you and I can pray with you, but if you don't want it, you're not going to receive it. You know what I'm saying? So spiritually, for us to go together is you're gonna have to do more than what you think you're gonna. You're gonna have to be on your knees a lot more than you think you are. You're gonna have to cry a lot more than you think you are. You're gonna have to open up about things a lot more than you think you are. You're gonna have to fast way more than you want to. I'm not a fasting type of girl. I'm gonna tell y'all all that all the time. Baby, I listen, guy, you don't ever gotta tell me to fast, you know what I'm saying? But I do all the time. I fasted this year more than I've ever fasted in my 23 years of life. And I told y'all I've been in church all my life. Um but I
Done.
fasted with these girls. I'm trying to tell y'all from I've had fast with my church, I've had fast with the girls, I've had my own personal fast. I've done a lot more things than I would have liked to done. You know what I'm saying? There's always a benefit out of it, but still we do things that we like to do, that we do not like to do. So spiritually it's just participate. It's just putting what you have in it, and it's making sacrifices. You have to sacrifice in order to grow. It's just not. It's just you can't tell God, like, God doesn't owe you anything, and I think that's what some people think. Like, he does not owe you anything. He gave you life. He could just be like, I gave you life. I'm done. Figure it out. I gave you the earth with everything you need. Figure it out. But he doesn't do that. That we can't even give up an hour of our time. We
Right.
can't sit and read the Bible. We act like we too good to sit in church for 2 or 3 hours. We act like we too good to call our sister and pray with her for 4 hours if that's what she needs. Like, we owe God that. You know what I'm saying? He gave us life, literally, our whole entire life, like your family, your kids, your mother, your father, whatever it is. So sacrifice spiritually for each individual. And it's not, like I said, as a group. Do we do it as a group? Yes, to support and teach. Because like I said, some of these girls are new. I'm still new. So we can support each other. But the sacrifice has to be it has to come from a willingly place. Not because we're all doing it together, but it's God, I owe you this. And thank you for sending me the sisters to do it with, so I don't feel alone. And that's how I look at it. Like, I owe you a fast, God. I owe you my prayer. I owe you living for you. And I appreciate you sending me these women who want to do it with me, who want to hold my hand, who want to hold me accountable, who want to see me grow spiritually. So that's what I feel as though. And that's why I do my clean outs, because these girls need girls who are going to support them. Like I said, some of them are new and they need that support. You know what I'm saying? They don't want just people being like, no, I'm just watching from afar. No, they need hands on. We're gonna get girls who are never been saved. I really would love to see like an atheist come and give their life to Christ. I would love to see that. And we're gonna have to be hands on. We can't just be like, That's gonna take a lot of work. You know,
Oh,
God do most of the
come here,
work.
come here, come here.
You know what I'm saying? God do most of the work, but we gonna have to be hands on. We gonna have to be in that word every day. We got to be praying every day. You know, showing them what walk of life is really like. You know what I'm saying? A person who's new, you're definitely gonna have to be on call all the time because they're gonna be needing somebody to pray with. You got to teach them, hey, look, when you're going through hard times, this is what you're supposed to do. Don't turn to this, don't turn to that. Turn to God. You know, call your sisters. We holding you accountable. We're gonna pray, talk, fast, whatever.
We're gonna prepare
So
war. We're going
you,
to prepare war for you.
you know what I'm saying? Exactly.
We're
So
gonna
to
teach you how to do it too.
Exactly. So to help better us is, just being hands on is really wanting, knowing that you want it for yourself and knowing that you want it for your sisters and making the sacrifice in the time, not just for you, but for yourself and for God. I mean, not for just for yourself, but for your sisters and for God. Emotionally, I really feel like emotionally, most of us are all there. A lot of us put our hearts into it. We cry together. Like I said, we tell each other personal things. So emotionally, I feel like we're there, but how do we grow emotionally? I feel like it's not even putting our emotions in. Some of the girls, we're still getting them there. And that's for some of them, I would like to see them more emotionally there so we can help them. Others of us, I think managing our emotions in God, knowing that it's okay to be angry, but how to handle it being a woman of God, knowing how to say, God, I just went through this, but I need to know how to cope with it, how to deal with it. What was the lesson in it that I'm supposed to see? Not just like Bradaysha said, she has a very optimistic mindset. Not everybody has that. Not everybody knows how to trust in God. Not everybody has faith. So emotionally, you are a wreck because you have to find that joy that surpasses all understanding. Like even when you're confused, you're still joyful. You're still happy. You still can wake up and smile and have nothing. You could live under a bridge and still be smiling and still give somebody a hug. Like so
And
emotionally, I would like
the
a
way
lot.
I if somebody wasn't, what was that word that you said, Dajane?
Well, optimistic.
If somebody wasn't like emotionally, if they were emotional a wreck in our girls group, the way I come at them, for one, I'm going to speak like that's the first thing. Our words. We gotta start with what's really small. I'm gonna speak life into you. Yeah, you're great. You're amazing. You're beautiful. God created you. You're chosen. You got a purpose. You got a life.
Hmm.
That's how you gotta keep doing it. It's like it's a mind thing. You gotta keep. You
And
got
see, that's what I'm saying. Like you have girls who are willing that want to do it. They're not saying it because it's what they're supposed to say. There's nothing in our group chat is forced. They will tell you. I've never asked anybody to pray for anybody. I've never asked for anybody to speak life into somebody. I've never done anything. They have no rules on what they can and cannot do other than respect God. You know what I'm saying? And participate and respect each other. Those are the only three rules they have in my group chat. That's it. Anything else, free game. They can promote each other, speak life. They can
life,
pray. They can cry. They can do whatever they need.
real. We got real life issues. Like all
Hmm.
see it
And
all
so
live
that's why I said like emotionally, it's levels because everybody's at a different
level.
state.
Yeah.
Everybody's at a different level in their walk with God. So some girls, I'm hoping to see them more emotionally in so we can help them. But other girls, other women are their emotions are there. I just would like God to help us help them cope with them better. Um, Open up. Some people need to learn to open up. Some people need to learn to manage their emotions. Some people need to learn to know that God is still in control, even through bad emotions. So there's different things, but I feel like emotionally, we all just need to learn how to handle emotions within being a woman of God. And I feel like reading the Bible has taught us. How to handle different
Also need
situations,
to
how Jesus
understand
handled
our,
situations.
we also need to understand our emotions, and you
Hmm.
don't want to suppress. That's how you suppress emotions, because don't ever think the way you feeling is a bad thing. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, not saying your feelings is right to feel that way, but always acknowledge your feelings and why you feel that way. Like,
Yes, we always say your feelings are valid no matter what you feel. Like she said, they may not be right, they may not be wrong, but your feelings are valid. You still feel that way, and that's fine. But knowing how to handle them as a woman of God is the thing, is the key.
right.
That's what's gonna set you apart because you can handle it in a worldly way or you can handle it in walking with God, and there's a difference. So that's something I would love to see in I think every day I've seen it. I've seen the girls who are actually putting in, I've seen the difference for sure. And we're still all a work in progress. We will always be till the day we leave this earth. We will all be a walking progress. We want to be better than we was yesterday.
Facts.
That's all. One step at a time.
So every day.
You know what I'm saying? Every day you want to be better than who you was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you can read 10.
Okay, so 10. If you had to describe this group in one word, what would it be and why? Do you want me to go first or you go?
Yep, you go ahead first.
Okay. Peaceful. It's very peaceful. Like, could y'all imagine? Let's just say, like, we all at the park or something. It's just trees, flowers, and it's like number girls. Everybody got a peace of mind, literally. Like everybody walking in a peace of mind, and we're peaceful. Like we're meditating. We're mentally and spiritually meditating with each other, and we're all absorbing the light of God. So that's how I would describe it in one word: is peaceful.
Mm, mine would be life changing. And I say that because there's no way that you come in this group and you should leave that same way. Every day for you should be different. If you really put in the effort, like there's no way. Like I said, some of these girls have been in here for 1 week. Some of them have been in here all the way up to since I started, and it's been 2 months now. So they've been here since day one. But even the ones who been in church all their lives, you still see the life changing in them. Like you see them wanting them to what's the word, live for God more. Like some people live for God but they're still struggling in one area or two or something. But to see them wanting to change all areas of their lives, seeing them wanting to read the Bible more, seeing them, even some people, they'll read the Bible but they don't understand it, but they'll never say that. Seeing people who ask questions, and we sit and talk for hours about the Bible. You know what I'm saying? We sit and talk about real life problems for hours. Like, and then you see the result of that, not just reading it and letting it go in one ear and out the other. These women really be like, Jesus did this and da, 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 da. And then maybe a week or two later they'll be like, y'all, I handled the situation better. Do y'all remember when we was reading in the Bible such and such? Like, they relate back to the Bible. The word is in there because they talk about it. When we're handling other situations, they reference the word that we've already read maybe weeks ago or something. So that it has become within them, it's installed in them, and it's life changing because you no longer talk the same. Like, your response one day might be, girl, pray about it. And the next day you might be quoting two or three scriptures to somebody else about the same situation. But that's because the word of God is in you now. You know what I'm saying? You have read, you have understood, you have learned. And now that's what you want to walk by. So I would say it's life changing. Like, we literally changing our lives and other people's lives by just holding hands and doing it together. And I think, like I said, the most important one would be just literally, it's hard to find women or men of God if you're a man, whoever's on here. It's hard because you can't. Let's say if you're struggling with cussing, and that's just me just throwing that one out there. It's so hard to find people who are of God and won't judge you. Not saying that it is right. That's not what I'm saying. But we all mess up, and if that's what you're struggling with or dealing with, it's nice to have people who accept you. Like, hey, sis, all right now. You say about four today. Tomorrow we gonna go for three. It's like literally tiny baby steps. Like, we're not saying, oh, okay, you better not ever cuss again after today. You know what I'm saying? Or if one slips, we just like, hey, sis, what you said? And they be like, oh yeah, right, my bad. My bad. You know what I'm saying? We laugh it off and we keep going. Um, but you don't feel judged. You know what I'm saying? You could learn about somebody and you feel judged. Like, you'll go to a church, or, people always say Christians are judgmental, but that's not always true. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said another thing, we are rebranding, because we don't judge each other. We allow each other to be each other, but we're not letting them stay in it. But they are going to progress. But progress is different for everybody. Some people change overnight, some people take 2 to 3 months. But that's up to them and God to determine. We're just there to be the support.
The support.
So we are life changing, changing our own lives and
Our
others.
lifestyle, everything, our habits.
Yes, and if you don't want that, this is not the group chat for you. I'm not gonna lie, because I'm not doing any women that don't want to, that don't want to hear judgment. I'm not judgment. That don't want to be taking accountability of their wrongs. Don't want to hear. that you can change. You're supposed to
And
change
we're
because
gonna support. Like we're not gonna
yeah,
say, "Hey, stop and do it now." No,
yeah.
hold on. It's your process. It's your progress, and you
Hmm.
got our support. We're gonna be right there in the corner with
Yeah, literally, God does the work. We just are the support.
you.
That's all. So that was our last one. I've enjoyed having this conversation with you, my girl. Like, I'm so proud of you.
I'm proud
I
of you.
know we was
We did
both
our.
nervous.
I've been shy and nervous this whole
That's
time,
why I know we was both shy and nervous, but I am
but
so proud of you. I am so happy that you decided to do this with me, and we actually got it started
we
finally.
did. We
Because we've been
did.
pushing it off for
It's
a
been
while.
delayed, but we got it here, and
You know
y'all
what?
to stay.
Exactly. So I am. I just want to let you know that I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy you chose to do it. I'm looking forward for the future where we're gonna go. We're gonna talk about y'all
Yes.
will see her personality open up more.
Yeah.
Today was just
I'm
kind of
excited.
like an introduction, and but y'all will see the personalities get to open up more. I promise, because she is nothing but laughs all the
Laugh,
time.
y'all.
It doesn't matter
But
what you're going through; she make you laugh.
oh my gosh. But anyways, I love the support and love in the comments, and I'm honored to be here, Dhajshanaye. You're doing your big one on this, and keep doing what you're doing. And
Yes.
we're going up from here. So
Yes, we are only going up. So if you ever want to be a part of our women's group chat, you can always reach out to me or any of the girls. If you just happen to text somebody else, they will always get in contact with me. We're always welcome. Like I said, the only requirements I have is that you're striving to walk with God, go to heaven. You believe in the same God we believe in because hey, everybody got their own gods, but we only believe in one over here. It ain't six of them over here. We're only one. Be respectful to each other. Make sure you have the time because, like I said, it is hands on. I'm not expecting you to be on every single phone call, but I am expecting you to sacrifice. God, like I said, we owe him that. And if you
we
can't
owe
do
him
that, or you don't have time, or you don't want to,
but that.
then you can do it on your own, and that's fine. But over here, we gonna do what God asked us to do, and sometimes that's a fast. Sometimes, like I said, we're in worship for 30 days. God gave me that. That's what we've been doing. Um, so those are my only things that I asked for. And okay to be like I said, told that something is wrong or everybody having different opinions. That's as long as those are other than that, we let it hang you. We don't care if you're in
And
China,
also
Asia.
come as who you are.
Yes, don't come in here pretending because we're not pretending, we are who we are. You're gonna know that very fast.
Come
We
as who
are who
you
we
are.
are.
Jesus said, "Come as who you are."
Exactly. As
He
long as
said,
you're a willing vessel and you want to live for him and you have the motivation to want to change, you got it. And
"Yes."
we're
He said, "Bring
here.
those problems to me."
So yes, also we have another show tonight, Breaking Up with Toxicity, which will be tonight. Yeah, that's exciting. I can't wait. We're gonna have some great discussions tonight.
What time is that podcast? I got work at 2.
Somebody help me out.
And
What
time
time? 7 p.m. Central Time. Because
7
I was
p.m.
about to say, somebody help me out. Somebody help
Yeah.
me
But anyways, I
out.
love being part of this. We about to hop on Bible study, so
Yeah, we actually are, guys. We actually are late. We're supposed to be in worship right now, so we are about to go ahead to do worship, spend some time with God in His presence. We want to thank James Glover Network for allowing us to, do our podcast on his network. We appreciate you so much for letting us do what we are supposed to do and, honor God and, just even put our group chat out there. Some people are gatekeepers and don't want you, you know what I'm saying? So we just thank you for all that y'all do and letting us, use your network and be a part of the group and the family. We love y'all as well. And I think we're good.
love y'all. Thank y'all.
Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for watching another episode on James H. Glover Network. We appreciate you for all of your love, all of your support, and all of your just comments. Now, what I need y'all to do is, like this says right here, like and subscribe. Also, I need y'all to share, and I need y'all to tag, and I need y'all to turn on that notification bell over here on YouTube. That lets YouTube know that you like content like this. On behalf of everyone here at the network, we appreciate you because we couldn't release content the way that we do without your support. So as I always say, sometimes our disappointments are nothing more than God's appointments, meaning Some things that we look at as bad, God is only turning it around for our good. Stay blessed, be blessed, and be a blessing to someone else. And I'll see y'all on the next episode. Peace.